Hey YouTube, what's up? Chocobo Knight 99 here, Team Gentleman here, and yeah, we got a new ban list. So this will be effective from July 14th, 2014 to September 30th, 2014. We're just gonna go straight down the list. I usually avoid making these videos because, you know, there's just like tons and tons of videos about the ban list, but I thought I'd offer my thoughts on it. So, because I really like this list. I like conservative lists, you know, I'm not a fan of the huge, crazy ones where they ban like a million things. One thing I love about this one, nothing got banned. So that's always my favorite. I don't know, the thing I love about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that, you know, we can play cards like that have been around like since, you know, Legend of the Blue Eyes White Drag, you know, like the first booster packs. So just like that freedom to play whatever card you want as long as it doesn't like ruin the game. And really, there's not really too much, quote-unquote, ruining the game right now. You know, there's no infinite loops. We don't have any Frog FTK decks or Exchange of the Spirit decks. You know, Mass Driver is illegal, Exchange of the Spirit illegal. Like, those are cards, like, I believe that should get banned, where they create some kind of, you know, format where it's just first-turn kills. Anyway, on to Limited. Yugioh Guardians Limited now. Yes! So hyped for this. Really excited. You know, I'm glad Konami always wants to keep the, you know, casual players in the game by, you know, like giving us like fun cards, like, you know, like let's put Yugioh back, like let's bring Magician of Faith back, you know, it's like nobody's gonna bring it to a tournament or anything unless they're playing like a junk doppel deck or whatever, and you know, it's just fun. But on a more serious note, we should remember that Madolches do play TG Striker in a few of their builds. So you could easily special summon TG Striker, normal summon Madolche Madeline, search Angeli, and then make Yugioh Guardian. So that deck can make Yugioh Guardian. Most obvious one to most people is probably 6 Samurai. You can just normal summon Kagemusha, special keys on. There's that. If you're playing zombies, I'm super hyped for this one. You know, normal summon Zombie Master, discard Plague Spreader, make the Yugioh. Lightsworns can make it. Like, you can make it. I don't know if you can make it in one turn without any interruptions, though. Like, the best thing I can think of is, like, having a level 4 already on the field and normal summoning my Nervra. But, yeah. Anyway, it's just nice, though, to have Yugioh Guardian in this format. Right now, you know, if you think of all the Synchro monsters, they've all got their power monsters, and Yugioh Guardian was theirs, and then he got banned, and for the longest time, you know, when Vulcan was coming out, people were saying, like, oh, come on, like, Vulcan needs to be TCG, like, we have no good level 6 Synchros, and he's at least decent, you know, so 5s get Catastor, 7s get Black Rose, 8s have Stardust, you know, 9s had Trishula, and now they kind of have Mist, I don't know, OCG has Trishula. And yeah, now 6 to get Yugioh. Alright. Gears Limited. About time. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, I mean, okay, now we can talk about this. So, I mean, the number one most played deck at European Nationals on day 2 was Yugioh. And then the second most played deck was Hats. The third most played deck, I think, was Mermaid. No, I'm not gonna. I have it in my other video, but anyway, you know, Yugiohs were running rampant. If you look at Yugiohs right now and why they're quote-unquote the best deck, or whether they're not, they're the most popular deck. And if you look at why they're the most popular deck, they've got consistency, they've got, they can explode, you know, they can OTK you, even if it's pure Gears, they can OTK you, they can blow you out with Fire Hand and Ice Hand, they can do tons of Floodgate siding, like Macrocosmos, D-Fisher, Soul Drain. Then you can have really random text, like, you know, whether it's a main deck Needle Sealing or not, whether it's a main deck 7 tools or not. Tons of stuff. Super crazy. Yeah. So, yeah. If you want my unprofessional opinion as amateur Yu-Gi-Oh! Noob player scrub, 360 no scope, 1v1 recon juggernaut, I think Yu-Gi-Ohs are the best deck this format. And yeah, so, you know, balance it out, you know, just, yeah, I think Gear are still playable without Gear at 3. You know, they played without Gear before, and they were okay. You know, but once Gear came out, you know, that's how they beat dragons. Back when Ravine was legal, and then, you know, just Gear was a crazy card. Alright, Magician of Faith is semi-limited. It was limited. Yeah, not really much to say about that one. Like, they brought back Magician of Faith, and, you know, like, every time people really bring back a banned card like Goyo Guardian or Magician of Faith or Tsukiyomi, you know, people always be like, oh my god, like, broken, oh, it's gonna destroy the format. But then people realize, like, no, like, these cards, you know, they were banned at the time, and then when they came back, it was like, whatever. Like, nobody really ended up playing Magician of Faith, because the most obvious pick was, like, Spellbooks, but then, like, you have Blue Boy, which is just, like, a stronger version of Magician of Faith anyway, and then, you know, people were saying, like, really the only thing that made Magician of Faith worth it was, you know, like, before it could bring back Pot of Greed, it could bring back Monsterborn, bring back the power cards, and now it can bring back, like, Dark Hole, which is, like, is that really worth it for Magician of Faith? Probably not. Formula Synchron to 2. This one's actually a fun one, because there's tons of combos you can just keep going off of in Synchro decks with Synchron at 3. So with it at 1, you know, it's like you make that one Formula Synchron, and that's it. But, like, now you get 2, you have to keep on going. You know, just, yeah, tons of fun stuff. Alright. Reinforcement of the Army at 2. That one's a pretty fun one. My first thought was, like, Light Sworns, because, you know, like, I think Raiden is a warrior. Raiden, Light Sworn. This shows how much of a noob I am. Yeah. Yeah, so Raiden's a warrior. Oh, and he's a tuner. There you go. Alright, so, yeah, Raiden's a warrior. Jane's a warrior. So, you know, you got enough targets. Yeah, so, you know, like, why not get that mill 4 on the first turn, you know? That's always fun to have. Noble Knights could use this. 6 Samurais could use this. There's a few things. It's a fun card. You know, I love this. I like this. I don't think any of these are gonna, like, ruin the format or anything. You know, they didn't do anything silly like, I don't know, like, ban Gear, ban, Artifact Sanctum, and then, like, you know, bring freaking Stratos to 3 or whatever. Like, you know, like, it's just like it's a really, really calm list. Dimensional Prison at 3. Tons of people have already said this. You've probably already heard this 1,000 times. But yeah, you know, they counter hands. It's nice. Fire and Ice Hand were just, like, poorly designed cards. And, you know, it's just kind of Konami saying, like, you know what? They just got released. We can't touch the hands yet. You know, because, like, they just came out, like, a few months ago. So we'll give you 3D prisons. You've got Debunk at 3. You still got Macrocosmos and D, Fisher and Soul Drain, and Abyss Dweller, and Black Ship of Corn. Do your best. Good luck. Alright, Mirror Force at 3. In my scrubby opinion, the only thing I think this is going to do is you're going to see a shit ton more people playing Mirror Force at your locals. Same thing happened when Black Wings got all their support and Black Whirlwinds at 3. You're just going to see tons and tons of kids at locals playing Mirror Forces. They're going to be playing 6 Samurais because they have Reinforcing the Army. But yeah. So, yeah. That's about it. This may be the most boring ban list discussion ever for the most... I'm not going to say this is a boring deck. It's my favorite boring list. This is my favorite list. I like the boring list. And what do you think? Do you guys like exciting lists where they change everything, or do you like boring ones? I like boring ones. I like stable Yu-Gi-Oh format. It's like this. Like, yeah. And then when Yu-Gi-Oh made that list where, like, they banned Heavy Storm and, like, Gateway and all that stuff, like, it went like this, and, like, Yu-Gi-Oh game just changed from this aggro format to this control format. But now we're still in this control format. Salute the state.